Hello out there, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Lords and ladies all, how are you doing today? This is episode 18 of Bohemian Rhapsody, our adventure as the rulers of Bohemia and Dynasty Mercury. Freddie Mercury III is our current ruler. We've been in control of him for a really long time. We took control of him basically the second he became an adult. So we've had a really nice long reign with him. He's still feeling good, even though he looks old. He's really healthy. He's strong. He's athletic. Freddie is just kicking butt, and we're probably going to be in control with him for a good long while. So let's enjoy our time with him. We want to get more conquest. We are still working for West Slavia, and I really want to get there as soon as I can. I want to become an emperor. I really want to become an emperor soon, but it's going to require me to get a whole bunch of land. So I'm going to want to focus on conquest like we did in the last one. We didn't get a lot last episode, but I'm going to try to change that this episode. I don't have any money right now because I spent a whole bunch between the episodes, and I have to remember to do something. One of the counts that I created last episode, he's a part of a duchy that I created, Kuyavia. This county is a part of it, and I have to grant the Duke his count. But I have to wait a second. He's already considering a proposal from me. The latest work of my Chancellor, Duke Spitinev, has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Spitinev has publicly dedicated it to me. When memoriam takes shape, the mightiest men must leave this earth, no matter what realms they have given birth, and hope only for memory's grace, so that the whole world remembers their face. I'm Freddie Mercury, so I appreciate poetry. Thank you. So this is the kid who I need to grant this count to. I'm one under my domain limit because I started construction of a castle here, and once this gets built, it's going to be a part of my domain, and it's on farmland. I'm finally developing this farmland. I'm building a castle here, and I also started a construction of a temple right here. This county doesn't have a temple yet, so I'm building that. And it did kind of bankrupt us a little bit. We're not in debt or anything. I just need to save money. And then we could start focusing on our wars. We want to fight Vistulania. They're the only ones we don't have a truce with currently. Denmark is the next enemy that we can fight. So once we save up some money, I'm making 35 gold every month, which is so nice. We only just started going down the avaricious tree. Think about how much money we're going to be making once we're done with this. Freddy's a rich man. My alliance with Aquitaine just expired. Can I renegotiate it? Yes, I can. Barely. Just barely. I'm going to gain a little bit of stress because of this, but it's okay. I want my alliance again with Aquitaine. He's my nephew. The ruler of Aquitaine, the king of Aquitaine, is my nephew. We just took some stress negotiating that alliance, so I'm going to work off some stress. Let's go for a run. It's sometimes hard to find the motivation to remain consistent when exercising by myself. I could try to find myself a partner who then would not only motivate me on bad days, but would also be someone that I can compare myself to when tracking my own progress. What kind of companion should suit me the most? Someone I can look up to, someone to keep me on my toes, or perhaps someone I know I should never aspire to be. I don't know. Maybe Duke Gindrick? Maybe we can become friends or something? Do we want to become friends with this murderer, Kinslayer? Maybe not. This is my artificer and knight. This guy's just my knight. He could use some opinion boost. I'm choosing him. Watching Prek struggle will be motivating. He just got the trait athletic. Good for him. Relieve some stress. I'm being raided where? Whoops, they spawn really close. He's running back to his realm. He wants to go cash in. He's going to. I'm not chasing after him. I'm not chasing after him. He got away. I'm gonna shadow him. I don't want him coming back in here. It has come to my attention that your Archbishop Vojtek is working to fabricate a spurious claim on the county of Plock. I implore you to remember that you are king by right, not by greed. Yeah, well, too bad. I can only get conquest by fabricating claims, Duke Spitinev. It's the only way I can expand my realm. Are you telling your king that he's not allowed to expand? I don't think so. I saunter between the market stalls of Praha, a heavy pouch tugging at my belt. How do I make this coin work for me? As I admire the wares of a local jeweler, exquisite filigree, a sound investment. Exquisite filigree, a sound investment. My friend King Amidst suddenly appears at my side. Suddenly? He just pops out of nowhere? A word of advice, my friend. Have a look at the sculptor stall over there. Their wares might be simple, but their potential is great. I can get more holding taxes for 30 years in Prague. If I do a jeweler's workshop. Or holding taxes plus 20% for 30 years. This one's better. I'll be getting piety instead of prestige. But I'll be getting more holding taxes. For 30 years, that is not an insignificant amount of time. Let's invest in a sculptor's workshop. Let's take his advice. My brother-in-law, and he's my friend. I'll take his advice. Are we going to the same place? Is he setting sail? That's what's happening. You sneaky bastards. A bit of a waste of time, but I thought I'd be able to get them. They did raid me. Look how many allies Vistulania has. The Duke of Great Moravia? Or Nitria? Nitra. And one of my dukes. That one doesn't matter. So he only has 3? I'm confident we're going to declare war against Vistulania. Since we're about to declare war, monthly income while at war might be useful. We are going to try to finish this. But I think that one's going to be the better one to get right now. Let's listen to grovelers before we go to war instead of waiting to do it after we're done with the war. McQueen is ditching me. She doesn't want to. She didn't want to show up. Or maybe she's one of the grovelers. She isn't. Duke Freddy II of Kuyavia approaches Sourface, impatient to deliver his appeal. King, my vassal Count Harold seeks to challenge my rightful position, stifling my power and contradicting my lawful rulings as his duke. This is my grandson, so one of my grandson's vassals is messing with him. Let's try to help him out, I guess. He rallies malcontents as we speak. You must remind them where power truly lies in this realm. The Liberty faction against my grandson is disbanded. Let's stand up for our grandson, Freddy. Count Harold will stop these games. Because I said so. The man who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, he begins to speak, I represent the local community of Praha. So you represent my city, where this castle is, basically? In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All had been dug up and left no trace. At first, we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician This is the second time that my court physician has been caught doing this. I told her to cut it off the first time. The second time, I am not going to be so forgiving. As I have a fair reason, no one will think me a tyrant. Guards, arrest this grave robber. We're gonna need a new physician. But that's the second time she got caught doing it, so... The first time, I can dismiss. The second time, not so much. My daughter Betty takes a turn bending my ear before the assembled court. Glorious father, give me the honor of seeing the arrangements of your mighty household, a position I am far better suited to than Jessek. I will not let you down. She wants to be my seneschal. She has really good stewardship, so yes. Yes, I will give her the job. Let me check. Let me see what my current seneschal is like. He has decent opinion. He's a peasant. But I do like his personality. I hope I don't... He's my acclaimed knight. Okay, at least he has a job. I feel a little bad for firing him, but my daughter is better, so I'm gonna give the job to my daughter. You have the job, Betty. My business here is done. Maybe because that guy is still in my court, obviously. He's still my knight. I'm gonna give him a gift. Just to be nice. It's not expensive, 50 gold. There we go. That should make him happy. Should we execute? No, we can't. It's considered a tyranny. Having an executioner allows me to... gives me the ability to obviously execute people, but I haven't been doing a lot of executions, so I think I'm just gonna banish her. Just get out. We're gonna find a new physician. Someone who's not gonna rob my graves. Ooh. This woman is a physician and an herbalist, which I like, but her personality is horrible. She's she's lazy and sadistic, and she's just gonna bang everybody in my court. So what about this dude? He's a little rakish. He likes going to the brothel, but he is a physician, and I like his personality. He could even be a knight. 10 prowess isn't awful. Apparently, Salomon is quite experienced. He is Catholic. Just take off your funny hat. Just take your funny hat off. and change your funny haircut. Sure. You're in my court now. You're in Bohemia. Let's declare this war. Their capital is Stezica? I guess we'll grab the closest thing to it. Let's grab Gostinton. Gostinton. We're taking it. I'm gonna call in at least a couple of my allies just to be safe. Let's call in West Francia, our friend and brother-in-law. And let's call in Italy. They both join me. Drawn to the flame. There's something peculiar about my spy master, Duchess Perchta. Yeah, there's something peculiar about her. It's like she's got leprosy or something. Is it the way she smiles? The unmistakable appeal of her laughter? Or perhaps the way her eyes express so much, even when no words pass her lips? I cannot quite put my finger on it, but at least one thing I know for sure. When I'm in her presence, I find it hard to focus on anything else. Yeah, you're finding it hard to focus on anything else, but not for this reason. I am not becoming this woman's lover. Freddy, what is happening? He's drawn to this leper woman? Her attraction opinion is minus 35. I refuse to be distracted by any woman. Freddy, what is going on? Are you getting senile in your old age? He's attracted to lepers. So he called in the Duke of Nitra. But that's okay. Where's West Francia? Italy's coming. Where's West Francia? Maybe they're sailing here? Or maybe they're fighting 3 wars. I don't think we're going to be able to expect any help from West Francia. Hurry up, Italy, I need you. I'm confident we can win at least one battle by ourselves. And then I'll go for their capital. Look at them. Look at them run. You're not getting away. We've gotten all the claims that we need so far that we can get quickly. We can finally start fabricating claims against our western border. We still need, I think we need 2 duchies in the west. We need to fabricate claims against Angria and East Francia now. This is 2 separate duchies, right? Thuringia and Anhalt. So let's get our Realm Priest fabricating. I'm gonna do this one first. Somebody wanted me to murder my Realm Priest, and I'm thinking about it. He's really bad. The odds aren't great, even with my Spy Master on Intrigue. I'm gonna put it off. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We're stuck with our Realm Priest. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically, I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what would ultimately give me the most value. A very good book artifact, a weak hook on this countess, or 500 gold. Securing those trade deals will fill my treasury. Here's Italy. I really hope Italy wins this, because I don't want to abandon my siege. They're not going to. So Italy's turning out to be a liability. Freddy just came of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Freddy is at an end. A natural administrator from birth, it should surprise no one that Freddy has come far in his studies of the management of the realm. Not content with understanding the flow of wealth and people, he seems capable of predicting it as if by instinct. He always finds new ways of profiting off of it, too. He just got Midas touch. Freddy got the best stewardship education it's possible to get, which makes me very, very happy. He's got a better stewardship education than I do. I'm going to give him a job, like I normally give my sons when they come of age. He can be my royal architect. Apparently he's an evil paragon, but he's going to be my architect. It depends on their stewardship skill, and his is great, so... Build me things, son. At 16, he's going to be designing buildings and stuff. That's my son. We captured his heir. Yes, we did. I'm going to take another holding. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. My granddaughter, Betty, is messing around behind her husband's back again. This is the second time Betty has been cheating on her husband. Which doesn't make any sense to me. She's humble, compassionate, and just. It's not like she's lustful or deceitful or anything. She doesn't have a personality that would suggest that she would do this to her husband, but that's what's happening. I guess everybody wants her because she's a Mercury, which I get. I get it. She's highly desirable. Prisoner in my own body. I just became infirm. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately, I feel a constant malaise, and everything takes more effort than before. So we just became infirm. Let's see how it affects our health. It reduced my domain limit by 1, which isn't great. We're still feeling fine, though. We have the, I always forget the name of it. Know thyself. I didn't think that I would become infirm. Think about it. We're athletic, we're strong, we're whole of body. You'd think that we wouldn't become infirm, but that's what's happening right now. But we have know thyself and will be warned about when we're about to die. I wasn't expecting that. So, interesting development. Freddy is not feeling so good. I don't want a shield. Poor Freddy. But I guess it's kind of good it's good in a way, because maybe if he does die relatively soon, we'll be able to take control of Freddy Jr. here at a decently young age, which is good. We want to take control of our rulers at a young age. And we want to win our wars as well, which is what just happened. Let's disband. I'm over my domain limit now, which is a little unfortunate, and when this castle that I'm building here finishes, it's going to put me over my domain limit again. So we're going to have to give something away. Slupsk. I think that's what I'm going to give away next. Because we can. So we're okay. Our domain limit going down by 1 because we became infirm. It's not a big deal. And now that we're infirm, let's just keep conquering things and not worry about the offensive war penalty that we're going to suffer. We have minus 23, which isn't bad. Let's check opinions just to make sure that we can keep fighting wars. Yeah, we can. People don't really hate us. So let's just keep fighting wars. When's our next truce? We can fight Denmark now, who doesn't have any allies. So yes, we're doing it right now. Freddy's panicking and he wants to get as much conquest as he can before he dies. Before I do, let's give my army a second. Let's just give him a second. Let me ransom prisoners. I don't have any dread, so it doesn't matter if I lose a little bit. Oh no, I'm just ransoming in. See, what doesn't make sense is that I can't get a hook from him this way. He won't accept, but this way, he will accept. Whatever, we're getting a hook. It doesn't matter. And we'll get some money from him if we can. We can get some money because we have a strong hook on our Duchess Perchta here. Get some money from her. Another Duke that I have a strong hook on. Get some money from him. And I'm gonna keep these hooks on my children. We have so much money now. We're strong enough. hate that the game keeps putting me back on this map filter. It's annoying. My dog just charmed one of my vassals. He's terrified of me. She's a good girl. Good dog. Somebody's plotting to kill my courtier. So many things happening. Hopefully we can finish this tree before we die. Liberty faction. I'm above my domain limit, so my castle is finished. Start building manor houses and farms. And I need to give something away. Slupsk, which is being sieged right now. I just give this guy the land, like, we walk to the land together. It's like, here you go, sir, and it's just on fire and everything. People are screaming, and it's like, here you go. You can deal with it. I have 3 unemployed powerful vassals, and none of them would be a good spy master, so my leper spy master just died. Duke Robert of Pomerania, great name. He's got the best so far. I want to employ as many powerful vassals as I can. I don't want 3 of them to be unemployed. Duke Robert, he's not great, but he's gonna have to do. A familial reflection. I remember the day when my son Freddy was born, my implacable son. Who's taller than me? Memories like these bring me comfort no matter what happens. I know that my family is there for me and that House Mercury stands strong. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's grow closer to becoming friends with my son, and let's give him a little bit of an allowance. Let's give him a gift. I relieve more stress this way. And we might become friends. We didn't. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just extorted this little girl, this 9-year-old. Arrange your marriage between my grandson and some 27-year-old. One of the daughters of the King of Great Moravia. He wants to marry another one of his daughters. He wants to marry his second daughter. He wants to marry the heir of Great Moravia. He hasn't had any sons, so this eldest daughter is the heir to the Kingdom of Great Moravia. So if I marry her to my grandson will become a king by marriage. It's matrilineal. So he wants to take my son and make him basically the future king of Moravia. I might be down for this. This is going to get me an alliance with... Even though I... No, I don't have an alliance with Great Moravia right now. Do I? His other daughter, Princess Constance of Great Moravia, is married to Duke Frederick. She's married to my grandson. So he wants to marry his other daughter off to my other grandson. This isn't going to get me an alliance, though. Why is me marrying his heir not giving me an alliance? This is my grandson, damn it. This marriage will not result in an alliance. But anyway, they're gonna his children are gonna be French by culture because she's French by culture, and they're going to be born into the house of Carling Bari. So they're not gonna be in my dynasty. But that's okay. We're gonna get an alliance with Great Moravia, essentially. I'll do it. We're gonna say goodbye to our grandson, Freddy. He left my realm. He went to Trenson. Cool. King Alphonse's grand wedding. He already has a spouse. Why is he having a grand wedding? Oh no, it's his son that's getting married, right? I'm delighted to invite you to celebrate the marriage of Prince Elias. He's marrying his son. My grandson is getting married. Do I want to go to a grand wedding right now? No, I'm fighting a war. I don't need to. And it's quite far away. It's all the way in Italy. Is that all you're gonna do, is just constantly run away every time? Damn. We won that with a battle, but somebody just got... Apparently that person had a hook on me. Good thing she has a decent marshal. I didn't realize that this woman had a hook on me. She just used it to get council rights guaranteed into her contract. But she's the only one on my council currently that has that. The other one that had that was the woman with the leprosy, my spy master, but she died. So this woman now has council rights guaranteed. This reclusive woman with lover's pox. She's a half-decent marshal, so I'm not really upset about it, but... And she's a powerful vassal. So, that's fine. He captured the king. Let's release this poor guy that doesn't have a nose anymore. And he's slow. Let's make sure this isn't the capital. It is not, so I can give it away. Krakow has another building slot that I need to build in. I'll do that. Have any of my other ones gotten more building slots? No, looks like we're on top of it. So that's 2 conquests so far. So far, so good. We could probably fight Mazovia again. Not yet. 10 months. I'm living healthy now, apparently, because of my queen. My granddaughter Betty has given birth to a son who's gotten some good traits. Since the little one is part of the Mercury dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Smill. That's what she wants to name him. Smill Mercury. We're up to almost 40 gold a month. My Chancellor Duke Spitzenev approaches me, rage in his eyes and a dog in his hand. So now my Queenie's being a bad girl. I'll compensate him. I have so much money right now. Let's not make him really mad. We're making so much money. I can just throw money at problems now. Let's see what this little kid wants. I find my courtier Bozej sitting on the floor, surrounded by spilled paint and pieces of canvas, for the 3rd time this month. My courtiers whisper about him being an artistic genius in the making, but the servants complain about scrubbing the floors free of paint in the wake of his inspirations. Well, you're servants, that's your job. You clean up after us. Is he actually a genius? No, but he has a trait here. Is he being educated? He is. He's being educated by my daughter Betty. I must have done this between the episodes. I'll nurture his genius, why not? He's a kid. Let the kid explore his artistic genius. So that Liberty faction is gone. I'll go to speed 5 just so we can get this truce done a little faster. My Chancellor Duke Spitzenev has a contract with me that is quite lenient, exempting him from many of the obligations I would typically expect from one of my vassals. If I could get him to consent to increased obligations, it would greatly benefit the realm in the long term. I bet I can persuade him to accept the changes. Doesn't really look like it. 24%. And my queen, or McQueen, doesn't make it any... doesn't really make it better. We can buy increased obligations. This guy's about to die. He's ailing. He's literally about to die. So let's get this change into his contract while we can, before he dies. I'll pay for it. It's not too much. It's a little expensive, but... What's he gonna do with 500 gold? It's like, he just wants a whole bunch of money at the end of his life so he can just enjoys the end of his life. $30 days. Hamlets constructed in Krakow. Walls and towers. I'm going to build walls and towers here. It's a major settlement, so let's do that. It's the capital of Vistulania. Scheme at court. Somebody's trying to kill McQueen. Now that the scheme has been discovered... It's a very low success chance. I'm already doing everything that I can, McQueen. Who's trying to murder you? Maybe we'll find out. And then I can murder them. Unless it's like my son or something, then I'm not gonna really have a choice. I don't like your goatee. We're changing that. We're giving you the Freddie Mercury mustache. Everybody gets the Freddie Mercury mustache. Except Eddie. Another cadet branch has been created. How many is that now? Is that like our fourth? It's, yeah. Oh, no, it's the third cadet branch. Everybody likes my emblem so much, they just want to incorporate it into their coat of arms or their signet or whatever you want to call it. Coming out to play, I'm sure Slavomira's relationship with her spouse Jessic is a very happy and productive one, but lately she has less and less time to spend with me, a dear friend, as their relationship deepens. Every time I try to get her out for even anything as simple as a walk, she's apparently tied down with marital duties. Yeah, she's got a husband, man. I miss the good old days when we would go out gallivanting around the place, drinking the finest wine until we threw up, and then doing it all over again the next night. What times we had. If only that wretched, abhorrent Jessic wasn't keeping us from having that again. He's not wretched and abhorrent. He's like a really nice guy. He's a peasant, so I guess that counts against him, but it's not like he's a bad person. Leave him alone. I suppose we've moved on. Perhaps I can make them see the error of their ways. I don't want to drive a wedge between them. I suppose let's just move on. She's doing her own thing, Freddy. She's got a husband. We can't go out gallivanting and throwing up anymore. Those days are done. We're 68 years old. Let's fight Mazovia now. We're going to go for their capital. It is one of the pieces that we need. That should make the war really quick. They have an alliance with... Oh, it's an internal alliance that they have, and they're already fighting a war, so now's the time to jump on them. Say block. I don't think I'm going to need allies. We just embraced the monastic communities tradition, which makes it more likely for me to be able to convince people to take the vows, which is really good. So now we have another tradition. He wants to forge a goblet. My artificer wants to forge a goblet. That's a floor item, and I have space for those, so sure. We got a really unfortunate item in the last episode, something that's basically useless, the branch of the Tree of Life. So I actually need something that's useful. I like how his nose is sticking through the nose guard here. My spy master has come to me with the discovery. He's certain that my guest, Euphemia, is scheming against my courtier. This is my guest? She's a heretic? I'm throwing her in jail. Boiling anger. You might be a king, but you're also a vile boar. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son and heir Edward comes as a complete... He's not my heir, but comes as a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately. He's irritable. He just became irritable. I will give as good as I get. Flop doodle. Or fop doodle. Is that real? Is that an actual... He's my rival now? But is that a real medieval insult? I'm gonna start swaying him. Let's just give him a gift. I don't want him to be my rival. Maybe he's the one trying to murder McQueen. You never know. She's near death. I don't even have to bother executing her. She's just gonna die in prison. Just let her die. Concerned for my current war, my friend King Amidst has paid out of his own treasury to aid my efforts. Thank you. Heading a caravan of wagons laden with his gold, Amidst arrived early this morning at my main encampment and is now busy paying my soldiers. He just gave me 500 gold. That's gonna pay for that 500 gold that I just spent on whatever I just spent it on. I forgot, but 500 gold and stress relief. Thank you, friend. Thank you, ruler of West Francia. We just seized an artifact. Some of my things need some repairing. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. That's something that I can take care of between the episodes. That's realm management stuff. You don't have to... I like how we became infirm, but now we're getting all these events that are helping boost our health. So apparently we can walk our dog even though we're infirm. We're still feeling fine. My prisoner died in prison. There she goes. Now we have to haul her rotting corpse out of my prison. The war score will hit 100% by the time I even take anything else, so... I don't want the duchy claim. One of my commenters mentioned that I just skip and I could get the duchy claim. But we had our little... I responded to them, so they know why I don't do this. But I just want the county claim. I just want the county claim. That's all I need. Let's pet Queenie. Relieve some stress. Petting Queenie. I find Queenie outside, napping in the sun. I crouch down beside her and let my hand run through her gray fur, and my only warning is a low growl and a flash of teeth before I feel something tear in my arm. I scramble backwards before she can lunge at me again. But the pain... No! Queenie just attacked me. It must have been a mistake. I'd lose walking dog. We just got along fine. We were just on a walk and she was barking to say catch up. And now she bites me. It must have been a mistake. I'll forgive her. If it was like one of my kids or something, no way. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my Duke Conrad in a good light have presented themselves. He's the faction leader I need this to go through. There we go. I lost the trait wounded. My court physician gained some more experience. Nice. I don't need piety. We could improve Duke Conrad's opinion by a bit by doing this. But I'm gonna do it to myself. Maybe we can become a living legend? I doubt it. But let's get prestige. We're a little low on prestige, so let's get that. Freddy needs to be more prestigious before he goes. So now I'm over my domain limit again, and luckily, because this is the duchy capital of Mazovia, luckily it's already feudalized. We don't have to feudalize it. But I'm going to have to give this away. I can't hold on to this duchy capital. It's got a special building? What kind of special building? Maybe a holy site? A grand temple. It's not like a mine or anything. It's got really low development, too. Look at that. 7. Let's give it away to somebody. I don't believe I have it, like, any really good family members that I could give it to. We can check. This person is going to be a duke, so I have great-grandchildren, just as long as they're not going to inherit anything. We have a dynasty member here who is unlanded. Neither his father his father's 37. His father is the heir. His father's going to inherit a couple of counties, so that means that when his father inherits those, then that kid is going to eventually inherit those. So if I give him this land, he's going to be inheriting lands, and he's going to have lands all around the damn place. So I don't think he's the best choice. He's already in line to inherit things. I want fresh nobility. This guy's my knight. He's married to my granddaughter. He's got his funny haircut, his flock of seagulls haircut. One of these kids would, or I could land some of these children. They're not in the line of succession to anything. She's not gonna inherit anything. He's not gonna inherit anything. So these are fresh nobility. I can land one of my grandchildren. They're a little young, but I could do it. Smill has better traits than his brother. Let's do it. Let's land one of them. They're going to be a duke in the future, but for now, we're just going to give him the county. I'm going to do Smill. He's not going to be able to rule the realm because he's too young, but a regent will rule in his stead. Who is it? His mom. His mom is his regent until he comes of age. She's raising him, too. All right. We just hit an hour. Let's listen to these grovelers again, and then we'll end the episode that way. But we've gotten 3 conquests this episode. I tried to go as quick as I could. Inspiration realized. Glory Hound vassal tax contribution. I only have 4 of them. It's not great. It's not great. But I have space. It's better than this useless tree of life. Or branch of the tree of life. This is my goblet. Let's check out my goblet. I guess it resembles the picture a little bit. Damn, it looks kind of cool. I like it. I don't like its stats, but that's my cup. Our court is now full of artifacts. Every spot has been filled. Let's listen to grovelers now, so they can come in and admire my cup, my brand new cup. My wife is skipping out again. 2 of my vassals are pushing one another and jostling to reach my throne first. Count Rajmund bows before me. My lord, murder is wanton in the city streets throughout Kingdom of Bohemia. It would be civilizing if we instituted a ban on townspeople bearing arms, at least within city limits. Duke Conrad kicks him out of the way. Safety is each man learning to protect himself. Banning carry of weaponry will castrate the townspeople. Let's have them solve the debate with violence. Whoever wins gets to... Whoever wins the battle, or the duel... Duke Conrad wins. Carry weapons is upheld at all times. My lord, I represent the Polish people of the county of Krakow, states Borislaw, a commoner of Prague. We are devoted and faithful subjects, but our land is poor, underdeveloped, and scarcely populated. Please allow us to recolonize it and administrate it according to our traditions. No, this is Krakow. Very valuable holding. It has farmland. No, you can't have it. I know what's best for the county of Krakow. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. He wants some money. We've gotten this event quite a few times, and crop sharing is the best option. Everything else is going to cost us money, except this one. But no, it is going to cost us money because we're going to lose holding taxes for 5 years. Crop sharing, there are no penalties. Share some crops. This woman is humongous. So that takes care of that. We ended the episode. I am going to end it here. We got some more conquests. We're a few steps closer to finishing West Slavia. We learned that we're infirm, which isn't good. We're going to have to pay attention to our health. But we have our son. Our son came of age. He has his glorious Freddie Mercury mustache. He's already got a level 2 administrative courtier. Nice. He's a valued administrative courtier. Frederick has spent at least 5 years living in a truly grand administrative court, observing the daily toil of efficient bureaucrats and influential officials. So this is helping his stewardship too. Okay. So that's going to be the end of this one. We got more conquests, which is always good. We're doing okay. We built some things. We're investing in our realm. A lot of things are happening. We just have to start worrying about Freddy the Third's health. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. But let's keep up the good conquest while we can. Maybe I can try to finish Westlavia before he dies. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Like the video. Let everybody know that you liked it. Leave your comments. And if you are not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Join the channel. Become an awesome Lord or Lady. I would love to have you. I think all of us would love to have you. Welcome you into the realm. But anyway, guys, that's the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later. Next episode, episode 19. Until then, have a good one, guys.